Hey, Golden Eagles, it's time to talk. I'm your host, Josh Latona, and I'm here with my co-hosts, Tahiti Salinas, Marisa Martinez, Megan Bravo, and Josh Mejia. For those of you who don't know, I'm the editor-in-chief for the University Times and the program director for Golden Eagle Radio. Marisa Martinez, oh my God. Marisa Martinez is the digital editor for the University Times and the station manager for Golden Eagle Radio. Tahiti Salinas is the managing editor of the University Times, while Megan Bravo is our copy editor. And Josh Mejia here is our newly found multimedia editor. As you can tell, we have a lot of new faces here today. Time to Talk is a show that brings together Golden Eagle Radio and the University Times under one umbrella to discuss campus news and issues, campus sports, entertainment, and anything else that connects back to Cal Soleil in some way. For this episode, you'll be getting to know us, the new editors of the University Times. So with that, I want to take it away by letting you to get to know us and asking some general questions. So I'm going to pass first off to our digital editor, Marisa Martinez. So how have you been able to separate the University Times work from school?
That's a weird question because that's like not a thing for you. All know it's like not a thing for me. I very much connect them in every way, shape, and form. Like being at the UT is not just it's not just a job, it's also like our education for us. Like it's something that we're not going to get out of our classes, and it's real life news coverage that we get to produce on our own, which is awesome for any journalist. It's like one of the best things that you could do. There's very little strings attached, if any, so we have a lot of creative mobility to do things. So I see it mainly as like an educational force for journalists, and I take it as such. And then the classes are basically like sometimes they feed into the UT and sometimes they don't. So it's kind of interesting to see how that dynamic works. But yeah, I see it as like basically another part of my education. I don't really take it away from school. It's just another way of learning, really.
Tahiti, as our managing editor, I was hoping you could go next.
Yeah, of course. I think it's also very hard to distinguish both of them just because they overlap. Like our classes, we're already taking journalism classes, so they overlap as it is, and it's really hard to like really like mark a line, especially since you're all doing everything from home. Like it's hard to like do that. I think the only thing that I really do to distinguish like my personal time is like after 10, I like check out and I'm like, that's it. That's all I'm doing. No more work, no more schoolwork. That's it. And I just relax for a little bit because yeah, it's a little bit overwhelming sometimes too.
Wait, were we talking about like the distinguishing between class, UT, and personal life? Was that the question?
It was mainly between schoolwork and the UT, which.
Okay. It's like, if that was a question, I completely forgot about personal life. Okay.
Megan, go ahead.
Wait, so what you guys confuse me now. What's the question?
How do you distinguish your schoolwork from what we do at the UT?
Oh, well, I mean, my schoolwork, I kind of write that more so I have a planner to kind of try and keep me a little more organized. So in my planner, it's super simple. I literally just color code everything and I set myself in different moods. So if like I use aromatherapy with incense. So when I'm trying to, stay focused in school, I'll use like the scents that are for focus. And if I'm trying to write myself, then I'll light up whatever would make me more motivated, or I'll light, like you have your chakras. So I'll light my crown chakra because that's like part of intelligence. So I'm trying to like, oh, and also like my throat chakra so I can speak well. I'm also looking directly at it. So that's why I'm looking that way. It's a coincidence. But yeah, so I use those and that's how I keep the two separate. But I personally feel like UT stuff is more so fun than it is a job. So it's kind of just like school is like a little more tense, and then UT is a little more, okay, we're chilling. Still work, but chilling. And then like after that is when I like do my me time. So I hope that answered your question. I don't know.
I
your turn.
Yeah, Mejia, as our resident non-journalist, yet you're absolutely an important aspect of the team. how do you differentiate the two?
I was about to bring up that very big difference is that I am a film option major, so there's a difference for that. I mean, I distinguish the two. It's easy. I feel like it's easier for me because I am a film option major. That like my classes are all about film and movies and like writing about movies. So, or like just like working on like sound editing projects or whatnot. So I distinguish it by that because working for the UT is kind of like doing either now animations and stuff, and for school it's just watching movies and then writing about them. So yeah, I mean, pretty simple distinguishing.
I feel like you get to experiment sometimes with the UT. Do you ever use this as like a place to experiment with your own like creative things that you take on?
Yeah, right now most of them have just been in terms of animation and motion graphics. So that's a lot of new stuff that I've been doing.
And that's super awesome. And obviously, Josh Mejia has been editing our Time to Talk videos and much of some of our other content, along with some new directions we'll be going with our multimedia. So be sure to check that all out as we roll it out over the semester. I wanted to move on and sort of get onto that personal aspect that Marisa, I think, may have missed earlier, but that's okay. We'll get right to that. And I wanted to sort of maybe make this question a little more fun by asking sort of maybe what's like the worst habit you've picked up during quarantine?
Wait, I have a quick question. Oh, never mind. I was going to ask how to make the hand go away, but it went away on itself. So what was the question, Josh? I'll start.
Thanks. What is the worst habit you picked up since quarantine?
Oh, damn. Well, I've worked really hard on making myself very, like with the planner, I try and be very strict with myself because during quarantine, I kind of like slacked off. So I don't want to say that I'm perfect, but like I'm getting there. No, I'm kidding. But I'm like really fighting to not have any negative habits, more so positive. So I'm trying to get a lot of positive out of quarantine, like the aromatherapy thing, incense, and spending time by myself and like isolated because it kind of started off in like being in quarantine, but I found a lot of comfort and benefits from being by yourself. You get very comfortable being like chilling. So that didn't answer your question, but it gave you an answer.
An answer that was. And so if anyone else wants to pick it up, I'll toss it over to Mejia maybe this time. What is the worst habit you picked up since quarantine?
I think my laziness got worse. My laziness got worse, but I think the worst habit was just I've tripled my computer time, my like screen intake time for technology. Like I've more than tripled it actually. I think that's like the worst thing that I picked up during quarantine that I'm really hoping to get out of once this all ends. I'll try to like lessen as this whole continues, or rather hopefully it ends soon.
Can I add, that's saying something because you're a film major, so you're already in front of a screen a lot. So
what's your average time? Like your guys' average time?
I want to say like 20 hours now per day in front of a screen. I gotta be honest. Yeah, it's bad.
Do you sleep?
I do sleep, but like before, up until the minute I put my head down, I'm like, what's on like Instagram or like Twitter? Like I'm always on a screen, and it's so bad. I'll take that as I'll go next, and that's definitely one of mine for sure. But like one of my things is like I don't move. This is my spot, and I don't move from it. And so my legs have definitely lost some definition. Which is why I've been trying to hike more. We were good. We did it for like a good 2 weeks, and then we're like, I don't feel like it. So like now, trying to get back into that. And then the other thing, so it's screen time, not moving, and the other thing is when I'm about to, I don't know if you guys do this too, but when I'm about to like get onto a class, and it's 10 minutes, I'll start getting ready for class 10 minutes before it starts. So a good like 10 minutes into the class, I'll be like brushing my teeth off screen. So it's like not a good habit to have, but I'll be like listening in, like brushing my teeth or doing my makeup or something. And then like 20 minutes in, I'll finally get on camera. So I apologize to my professors if you're watching. I still listen to your
literally on like in class before this, like the class that we just had, I had my camera off the whole time because I just gotten out of the shower and I was doing my hair for y'all just to look a little cute. But like like Liz was talking and I'm with the blow dryer, like so I relate. Shout out to Liz.
Oh no, we're gonna get abs now.
I guess I'll just piggyback off
yeah.
of that. I mean, I feel like I definitely got lazier too, and I think my screen time was definitely doubled at least. I find more comfort being at home and just staying. But yeah, it's the same thing for me. I'm on the same boat.
Realizing I didn't answer the first question because I was the host, I'll just kind of double down on this one. I realized this is something I already did while we were on campus, but I've like maximized it now, is that I'm like online shopping while in class. Everyone's just rolled their eyes either because they know exactly what I'm talking about or but like I just can't help but have the extra like Google page open and I'm looking on Amazon on like which version of this book do I want more, the paperback or the hardcover? And then like choosing which edition and then just bouncing around and just looking at what I can buy. And I should be paying attention. Mihia and I have a production class in the morning and where we should absolutely be paying attention to where certain settings are. And I think I missed at least a quarter of it thanks to trying to find out where I can find certain items on eBay. So there's that.
If you're gonna buy stuff like that, you should buy from smaller businesses so that they get that coin, and so like you feel better about yourself.
That's true.
Well, because I don't know, helping small businesses it's more personal. So you should try getting from them.
Can I ask, has it been any clothes shopping?
It's been some clothes shopping. I found this website that sells like movie themed apparel, but it's from like this one person who does it from like their home in Texas, and I'm in love with everything that they make. So I am supporting small businesses because she makes them on her own and they're really great.
I have a question. This is probably not, I'm sorry for going a little bit over, but validate clothes shopping. Go. In the time of the pandemic, go.
I'm going to look really good once this is all over. That's my validation.
No, okay, you know what? I've also been buying clothes as well. I mean, I stopped because like my money was depleting, but I would say that it's very good for your self-esteem, when you try it on and you're like, "Oh, who's that? Oh, that's me." Like, "Oh, she looks good." Like you could just flex for yourself. Like you don't always have to flex for people. You just get, I mean, like honestly, like after I did my hair, I was like, I'm stupid. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm stupid. We're not gonna do that self-negativity. But I was just like, no. But I was just like, man, I can't even show this to anyone. Like, I look good, and it just like, I felt good for a second because I was like, oh, she's cute. But then afterwards, I was like, yeah, no one's gonna see it. Like, this is useless. Like,
Can I tell one of my clothing recent purchase stories that I think you guys might understand the gravity of it for me personally? Okay, here we go. So I purchased a t-shirt from a small business and it said a pupusa made in LA. And I was like, that's me. So I bought it and it's a medium, whatever, I tied it, good to go. And then I wore it out to get my my car checked for its air conditioning. While I wore it out, the guy at the front desk was like, "Oh my God, I love pupusas." And I was like, "Yo, me too." And he's like, "There's a pupuseria down the street." I'm like, "You're kidding me. I've been looking for pupuseria forever." And he's like, "Yeah, like here's our card." And so to validate clothes shopping during the pandemic, I bought a small business shirt, went out, wore it, and happened upon a pupuseria that I've been praying for a couple of months now. So you guys understand the weight of it now, because you know me, I love pupusas. I finally found some and I had it and it was awesome. They're really, really good.
And with the closing note on clothes shopping, this shirt is brand new. I got at Nordstrom while it was on sale. So I do get to show it off on Time to Talk. There you go, guys. So If you are just joining us, you're listening to Time to Talk, a show about Castaway news and issues. And today, you're just getting to know all the brand new editors of the University Times. Since we're running a little low on time, Tahiti, I would like to pass it on to you for our fun questions and hot takes. I got to take a look at them earlier, and there's one that I think is going to be kind of a fun discussion, but I'll let you guess which one that is. So take it away.
Alrighty, say less. Okay. So here are my questions. This is a fun segment. So obviously the questions are gonna get a little weird, but don't mind that. So my first question is, if animals could talk, which would be the rudest? And I'll pass it on to Joshua.
I thought about this quickly, and I think I did develop an answer, and the answer is pigeons. I think we truly treat them like the rats of the sky. And by the time they recognize we call them that, I don't think they're going to be very happy to know that we think of them as such. Plus, they just get in the way of everything. Think about it. Every time you see a pigeon, it's shoot, get out of here, out. They don't appreciate that. We are more keen to like be nicer to raccoons because they're kind of cute than we are pigeons. They're just struggling. They're living. They're trying to find some crumbs. You know, you see a raccoon, you think, oh, it might have rabies, but you know what? It's cute in a photo. You wouldn't say the same about a pigeon. That's my answer.
You put a lot of thought into this, so Megan, take it away.
Oh yeah, it took me a minute, but you know, I don't know. They're not animals. I don't think they are, but I would say spiders. Spiders are just like chilling in the corner, and you just like come out with the chancla like trying to kill them, and it's just like for what? Like seriously though, like for what? Like because mosquitoes are the ones that like usually bite you, not the spiders. The spiders kill the mosquito, so it's like I'm being your friend, you know. Like I'm saving you from malaria, and you're just like get the chancla, you know. So I feel like they would probably talk a lot of crap. Just I don't know, just at the top of my head.
All right, Marisa.
I mean, I gotta go with rats. I feel like they're probably the ruder one. In every single animated talking animal movie, the rat, except for Ratatouille, the rat tends to be the rudest of the bunch. Like in
What about Stuart Little?
Stuart, no, he's a mouse. Mice are different. But the rat is genuinely rude, I believe, except for Remy from Ratatouille and his brother and his dad and his colony.
So like that makes no sense. Like,
what do you mean?
It's just like how many? Okay, wait. First of all, how many animations are there with rats? And the one that you can think of. Oh no, except that one. They're actually nice in that one.
No,
like, doesn't that just debunk your argument?
Ratatouille's a whole different. That's a different thing. But like Babe, what's the other one?
Flushed Away.
Which one?
Flushed Away.
I haven't seen that one, but I'll take that.
That's a very underrated movie.
Right? Flushed Away.
Don't know if anyone's seen it.
It's by DreamWorks.
Oh, God.
Very
Fantastic
underrated.
Mr. Fox has a pretty mean rat in it. He's pretty rude.
There you go. Charlotte's Web, I think, is an iconically rude rat character in it. So I rest my case, that's all I'm saying.
One might call them the pigeons of the ground.
Yep.
You're that one. Just you, Josh.
Just me.
Just you.
All right, the other Joshua, let's take it away.
I would say squirrels. Just because they get chased by dogs. They get chased by pretty much almost all the animals. I mean, dogs, cats, and like, I mean, they kind of just get bullied. So I feel like they'd be really rude.
Very true. I'm gonna go with seagulls because every time I go to the beach, man, they're just grabbing all my snacks. Like I'll put it in my backpack and everything, and they'll be like, you know, getting into my backpack. I don't understand. I think that would be the absolute rudest animal, but
you know what? I feel like theirs also might be justified because we pollute a lot, you know, our planet a lot. So they're out here eating our junk, not even knowing that it's junk. So it's like, you know, like you finally bring me food and it kills me, you know, like, so I'll understand why they're talking crap, but that's just my
How much
opinion.
plastic have they choked on because of us? If you think about it.
That's very true. Maybe they can be rude for a reason, you know? I'll let them be rude to me, but I think that one's gonna be the rudest, at least for me. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go on to a different question. What sport would be the funniest to add a mandatory amount of alcohol to? And we'll take it away with Mejia.
Cricket. I know it's really random, but cricket. Because think about it. I mean, when they throw the ball, it's like close to hitting the ground and stuff, and it's like when they hit it, like I don't know. Like I mean, I've only watched a few games of cricket on YouTube, mainly just fails. But I feel like if you add alcohol to that, it can go very wrong.
All right. Marisa?
I could see that 100%. Like, I love that. Okay. I don't know. Maybe because it's a little bit easier and it's probably already like with some alcohol every once in a while, but golf seems like a good go-to where you just down a bunch, you hit a ball, and there's not a lot of people in the vicinity, so it's not like you're gonna hurt anybody with a stick and a ball. So that's mine. But as a honorable mention, I've always wanted to have like a drunk piñata party. I think that would be the best. Everyone just like take a quick drink, hit some piñatas, you get some fun out of it. I think it'd be great. That's just me though.
All right. What about Latona?
I was trying to think of a sport that's still relatively safe because I couldn't say something like hockey where you're on ice. But however, I would have to imagine basketball's got to be kind of funny with mandatory alcohol. And I was mainly thinking just because having to run back and forth a court while you're drunk and then still having to do the like jump and make your hoops must mess you up real bad.
Imagine taking a shot every time you miss a shot.
Oh,
That
I'm
would
not
be
good at sports at all. So I would be jacked up by the end of the first quarter.
Or you can flip the switch and take a shot every time you make a shot.
Safer, I think.
That would be a lot safer. A lot safer.
I mean,
Megan.
depends if you're good or not.
Yeah, I think it depends
Take
on
the
that.
number of shots based on the number of points. So if you do you really want to land that 3-pointer?
When you get math involved, I'm out.
Mm.
When I have to start adding and subtracting, like, I'm good. Thanks.
I'm still trying to think of like what sport I would think of. I feel like this is the kind of question that like after this is done, I'll be like, damn, I should have said that one. But like literally the only thing that's like popping in my head is soccer. Like just thinking about a bunch of drunk people like running around, like tripping on the ball. It's like, oh no, I got it. Like, like that seems like that would be kind of fun. I just feel like someone would be so drunk that they like pull the goals closer to each other, like, just like, oh, we made it. Go. But yeah, that's the only thing I could think of.
I have to say volleyball, because like what if you're like so drunk that like you're trying to hit the ball and you're just like in the net, like that's just horrible, just like there's so many ways that it could get messy. What if you accidentally like try to hit the ball and then you hit somebody else? Like
what is it called? Like depth
kind of
perception? Depth?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like your depth perception would be completely off, and then just like you think you're about to hit it and it like hits you, like, damn.
That is very true. All right, Joshua, did we get the question that you wanted, or is it on the hot takes?
It's the hot takes.
Oh, got it. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go on to the hot takes now. So basically, I'm gonna share unpopular hot takes, and you guys have to tell me what you think of them. Like, do you agree? What are your thoughts? Just let me know what's up. So the first one is, cheese nor bacon are that great.
Great for you, or great?
They're just not that great. That's the hot take. Neither one of them are that great.
In general.
So did you say that, or did someone else say that?
Somebody else said it. It's a hot take.
Can I have their address so I can fight? I'm just kidding. I can't fight.
I mean, in
All
terms
right,
of
Megan,
cholesterol,
take it away. What do you think?
I mean, yeah, like what Mahia was about to say, like cholesterol wise, like no, it's not. But like, if I'm trying to have a good time, like I'm gonna eat some cheese and bacon. Like it's mandatory.
put that on some nachos.
That would be fire.
All right, anyone else?
I love cheese and bacon. If you just have like cheese and bacon on like just cheese and bacon. If you have like a bacon cracker and cheese.
If you have cheese and bacon on cheese and bacon.
Like if you just like, I was thinking of like cheese and bacon on a crackers, like that wouldn't make sense because like I love cheese and crackers with like just like like little meats and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like if you just have like a little bacon cracker, a little bit of like brie, that would be really. It is really bad for you though. But, yeah.
That's funny. Wait, have you guys seen Hannah Montana?
Like all the episodes or the
like this is reminding me of that one episode where Jackson and Oliver, they have like the cheese and the jerky and they're like, I'm the man who has the cheese, I'm the man who has the jerky, we'll put them both together and dude, it really works. It's cheese jerky. Say what? That's what we're doing right now.
All right, Latona, you got anything to add?
Yeah, no, I'm with Megan on this one. Like, give me the address. Who do we have to fight? Who's against cheese and bacon, man? And honestly, Marissa's onto something. A combo of that is just perfect.
I agree. I agree.
The best combo would be carne asada fries with cheese and bacon.
Wow. I think you just broke our menu. We need to have you make that for us now.
Culinary genius right there is what that is.
Yes, that is exactly what it is. All right. So I think the same thing. Whoever said that, send me your address. We're gonna go. I'm just kidding. It's just all jokes. Anyway, we're gonna go on to another one, which is actually one of the funniest ones that I've read, and it is: small children should cost more to travel. What do you guys think?
Yes. Small children anywhere. Marissa's nodding no, and it's because she's thinking logically, like they're children, but I'm going to be that person and just say children in movie theaters, children on planes, children on buses. Look, we understand. You put them on the bus, they're going to cry. They're going to cry anywhere. And I'm tired of kids wearing light up Skechers in movie theaters. So yes, charge them more for everything. This is a joke, people.
Did you have a childhood?
No, I never wore light up Skechers because I didn't see why they were practical. They're so annoying.
Well, that's just like saying, oh my God, why am I going to have a shirt on my, or a pattern on my shirt? Like, it's not practical. It's annoying. Make it make sense, Josh. Like, express your creativity with your shoes.
Don't wear them in a movie theater, though. Charge them more.
No, they're like half the person. Like, they haven't even lived long enough to even understand what they're doing. Like, why am I gonna have to pay full price for like them not even remembering what they're like? It's like like people are gonna ask, like, what'd you do this summer? Like, oh, I didn't do anything. But it's like, girl, you did all of this, so they're gonna forget anyway. So why pay full price? It makes sense.
I gotta think about the parents, man. Like, don't like they're trying hard. You don't have to make it worse by like upping the price for their kid, like having a kid tax. They already had a kid. That's taxing enough. Like, don't.
You know what?
Can't.
Josh, Latona, you sound like a boomer. You're just giving me
I might as well
right
be.
now.
Hashtag kid tax. I love it. Gavin Newsom, get on it.
Oh my gosh. What about you, Mia?
I mean, I've never had any bad experiences with kids in planes or movie theaters or any light up sneaker incidents. So, I mean, no, I agree with Marissa on this one. I mean, I think what Marissa said should be on a bumper sticker or something.
You know what? Okay, wait, I have a problem. No offense, but I have a problem. I find it very like when people put like baby on board, because it's like, oh, don't hit me, I have a baby on board, but it's like, I don't want to die either. Like, why do I need to have a baby to not, like, for someone to like not hit me, Like, we're all trying to live peacefully. Like, drive safe around me regardless if I got a baby. Like, I want to.
Are you calling it like ageist to have a baby on board?
I mean, I no. It's just, I don't know, but it's just like, I deserve to live too. I mean, like, I get the point. Like, they're a baby. Like, it's sad. Oh, but like, you know.
We're gonna be like UT, the baby haters, or something like that.
Hashtag kid tax. Let's do it, guys. It's a joke, I swear, internet.
We're just joking.
You guys, we're gonna get canceled. All right.
Did we ever even like? Are we even cool enough to be canceled? You know, like who do we think we are?
You don't. I don't know. Maybe we're important to the campus, and I really hope that we are. Alrighty. Well, I don't know what I think about it. Honestly, I'm like kind of in between because like sometimes the kids are irritating, sometimes they aren't. So it's like I'm just Switzerland here, you know? I choose peace. Okay? So I don't really know what to choose with this hot take. So we're just going to go on to the next one. And it is Frozen was downright terrible.
Josh came up with that.
That wasn't me.
I pulled this from the internet, actually. So,
Okay,
Marisa, take it away. Or Megan.
Oh, no, I was going to say, like, the actual person that watches films as a major, I feel like you should be the first to answer. Mr. Expert, talking about, all I do is watch movies and write about it. Your turn.
Talking about me or Mahia?
Mahia, bro.
Okay, just making sure.
Not everything's about you, Mr. Leo.
There's two Joshes here.
I mean, it's a good movie. Better than it's a good movie. I mean, I watched it with my nieces and nephews, so I don't really know what else to say about it. Just it was a good movie. Better than what most have been. So.
All right, and then Marisa, you want to take it away?
Yeah, no, I have thoughts. It's okay. So it's not like the most groundbreaking movie in the world, nor is it the most diverse, like, let's be honest, but it was it's not bad. The other thing is, like, tying it back to the children. I did watch it at the the El Capitan Theater in Hollywood, and it was like the opening weekend and everything, and it was like, you know, you go into that theater and it's like an experience, right? So we're all watching it for the first time. You see you see Anna like freezing. I've never called her Anna before in my life. You see Anna freezing and she does the frozen heart thing. She freezes and it's dead silent. And I'm like on the verge of tears. And the moment breaks with this kid crying. And that's when I'm like, okay, maybe Josh, you're right about the kid tax. But at the same time, like, I still enjoyed the movie. I didn't like hate the kid afterwards, but I do like Frozen 2 better because the music is actually way better than the whole soundtrack of episode. Oh my God, of the first movie.
This isn't Star Wars.
I know, man. No, but I do have something to add about that, like what you were saying. When I was watching Avengers, Infinity War, you know, and at the time I had a boyfriend who was like, oh, you always cry in movies. So like I was trying not to cry. But like, dude, Iron Man had just died and, you know, like everybody's emotional and I'm like trying so hard to hold it in. And then like I hear a lady, a grown woman, not a child, a grown woman, she like goes and like after that, like I started crying. Like it like set down the tears. So I feel like it's still not the children, it's just people having emotions, you know? But still, like if you're gonna like why like if you went to a kids movie, yeah, you saw a kids movie. And it's just like if you're not gonna like you should be expected to like or the movie to be interrupted by kids because it's like why are you gonna go to an ocean and then be like a shark bit me? Like you're in his home, bro. Like it's just, you know what I mean? And I don't even know what I mean. What was the question? Oh, if it's a good movie. It's yeah, I think it's a good movie. I mean, I like, you know, with Elsa, how it's like, oh, she's just like a strong woman. She's figuring herself out like every woman does. But then the one thing I dislike is that whenever there's like female leads, there's always like she falls in love with a man. So which is why I kind of like the Elsa's, side. And like with Anna, she falls in love with like not one but two men. Anyway, but it's just like, why does she have to fall in love with a man? And plus she's young, and like it was her first time seeing a like men, in like forever. So it's just like, why does it have to be the first one? Like, let her live her life as her. I mean, I guess she did that for the rest of her whole life. So then maybe my argument is wrong. I don't know. I never mind. I debunked my own argument. So next person.
All right. Latona?
Yeah, okay. So I'm going to preface this by saying I watch Frozen all throughout November and December. I sing the songs. I religiously love Love is an Open Door. It's my favorite song in that thing because it's definitely the goofiest song in that whole movie. Yes, that is my favorite. But I want to play devil's advocate here just because everyone seems to like it, and I want to see on the flip side why people would think it's downright terrible. So I was thinking about some things that people would say, and Marissa's like, no, don't you start. And I'm like, this is what people I think would say who hate Frozen. It's particularly just pretty safe for a Disney movie. Josh Gad as Olaf is pretty annoying. Megan brought see this is some people would say. Megan brought up how Anna absolutely did, even though she didn't technically fall for the first guy, she did fall in love with the second guy. So no matter what, Anna didn't even really learn her lesson about falling for people. Let It Go was overplayed and overhyped. And you know what? The only thing we had going for it was the beautiful animation style. That's it. Frozen, overrated. I don't really think that. I'm going to watch it all of November and December and sing Love is an Open Door all the live long day. Do I have an ornament that sings Let It Go? Absolutely.
You know what? There was like when it came out, I was a sophomore too, so like I don't know what I was on. But like I watched it literally every single day. Like I watched it on one of those illegal websites, and I used to watch it like every day. And there was like a point where if I couldn't sleep, I would just watch it in my head. Like I would literally say line by line in my head. And I don't know like where that came from. Like I'm not attached to that movie. Like I don't know why I watched it every day. I guess it's the same reason why I watch Parks and Rec like over and over. Like I've seen Parks and Rec like at least 6 times. But yeah, I don't know. I just brought that up just because Josh was talking about how he used to watch it too.
It's kind of like comfort food because I have that relationship with Hamilton, which is weird because I'm not I'm a fan of Hamilton. I'm not like a diehard like Josh is. Josh is actually like pretty dang diehard. Pretty dang.
I will sing The Room Where It Happens anytime.
Love that song. But like if I'm really stressed out, I will start going through the whole musical like from start to finish. If I'm like starting to like have some anxiety, I do that too. It's weird.
I've also done with I can't speak. Okay, anyway, I've also done that with Coraline. Coraline is one of my favorite movies that I can replay in my head over and over.
I mean,
oh right, Tahiti. What are your thoughts? I was about to like.
It's okay. In terms of Frozen, I didn't really like it too much. So yeah, I know everybody's gonna come for me right now. I'm so sorry.
I didn't have to play devil's advocate. I look like the jerk.
I heard Let It Go. I heard Let It Go too many times. I saw the costume for Elsa too many times. And I was over it. I didn't even want to watch the movie. I didn't even watch it when it came out. I was over it. By the time the opening came out and everything, I had heard that song so many times I didn't even want to watch the movie because I already knew the song. So I personally liked the second movie more than the first.
The movie's solid second movie. But I will say like one of my favorite things about the the first one is the opening, because first of all, like,
oh my god, it's like the oh, I love that.
The choirs they hired for that, like golden, amazing. And then they come in with that men's choir with the da, 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 and oh my God, it's just, all of the music was just really thought out, and they got an Oscar like easy. So I was very happy for the two, I forget their names, but the couple that did the music, they're amazing. And then they did the music for Frozen 2, which they got spot on again. So it was great.
Wait, they got an Oscar for it?
They got an Oscar for Let It Go. Thank you for correcting me. They got an Oscar for Let It Go, but they didn't get an Oscar for the whole movie. But they honestly did a really good job, like curating all of that.
Just my last hot take, because this is an honest opinion of mine, but that opening song that Megan mentioned, I think is outright just the most boring and forgettable song in that movie. But, that being said, thanks for listening, Golden Eagles. This has been Time to Talk, the show that deals with Cal State campus issues. I want to thank my co-hosts, Tahiti Salinas, Marisa Martinez, Megan Bravo, and Joshua Mejia for being here with me today. For the University Times and Golden Eagle Radio, stay safe, everyone.